Alright guys, so there it is, it's official. I am sponsored by Bear Performance Nutrition. I'm going to make a separate video kind of going more, kind of an introductory video going into the sponsorship and why I chose to go with Bear Performance Nutrition. So I'll leave that for a video that's coming up soon. For now, this video is a push workout. I say push workout meaning more chest and triceps because something I haven't told you guys, I haven't really had an official shoulder day in quite some time. I usually just do some lateral raises on these chest and tricep days just to fit those in, and then I'll do some rear delt work on my back days. I just haven't really, it's kind of weird. I know a lot of people probably kind of wonder like why I don't have a shoulder day. I just don't really, physique-wise, shoulders are one of those body parts for me that I've just always had enough shoulders, and it seemed like when I really focused on my delts with like OHPs and all that stuff, my delts almost became like overpowering. Like I literally got like feedback from that after my 2011 show that my delts were like freaking amazing, but they almost like overpowered my physique, like they were almost a little bit too big, which is kind of weird kind of hearing that. But so I just kind of backed off on my shoulder training. I said just doing lateral raises to make sure I maintain that width, and then rear delts, because rear delts are very important in side poses and then as well in your back poses. So like I said guys, I'm just focusing more on other issues that pertain to my physique. But getting to this, we're doing some starting this workout with some flat bench, and we did, I believe, 6 sets of 3 reps. Previous week we did a 5x5. So we switched it up and went with a 6x3 for this. And for me, I think this was my last set, or close to my last set. I went up to 300 pounds for my highest sets on these triples. And then, oh, this was, we kind of got distracted because it was Monday Night Football when this workout was going on. This was a freaking awesome, I don't know if you guys caught this Monday night game against the Cowboys and the Redskins. It was a freaking awesome game that went into overtime. So we kind of kept going back and forth from the bench and then watching this. But yeah, it was a great finish. Redskins ended up pulling it out, so it was like kind of a huge upset. But alright guys, you have seen this movement a lot from me in the past. Definitely one of my bread and butter movements for upper chest. Like I said, I've mentioned this in a lot of previous videos, but the best tip I can give you for this exercise is you'll notice our seat positioning on this machine is pretty much almost pinned to the bottom, making the angle more of an actual incline angle as opposed to, you see, if you have the seat up high, you're actually kind of more of a, it's just more, to me, working more of like a flat type press. So that's one thing that I love with this machine is angling it, pinning the seat position to the bottom. And then we kind of took some of the philosophies from, I posted that video you guys might have seen, some of you guys, the Doug Miller back workout video. So it's a lot of, we're kind of choosing, or kind of stealing some plays out of Doug Miller's playbook, kind of like seeing kind of how he trains. And Doug is really big on dipping into higher rep ranges. Like he really on a lot of his workouts, he goes into like 10 to 20 rep ranges, and even on legs you'll see him go up to like 30. I mean, the guy's done like 405 for 32, you know, deadlifts and whatnot. So anyway, so in this workout we're kind of continuing the theme of high reps. So I think on these we were going up pretty high. I think anywhere from like 10 to 12, if not like 12 to 15, I believe. But you'll see like in the next exercise we went to a flat dumbbell bench press, and we're trying to get up to 20 reps on each set. So one thing you realize, I think I mentioned this in the back video too, is these high reps freaking really test your muscle endurance like no other. You'll kind of realize, you know, in the beginning you might be able to get the required reps, but then you start realizing your body really starting to fatigue, you know, towards the middle and end of the workout. So like when I got to these, I started my first set. It's kind of, you kind of have to learn too to kind of estimate when you're trying to shoot for 20 reps, guys, it's kind of one of those things where it's kind of hard to guess what weight to kind of do. You kind of got to test your body and kind of see what you can do. So for me, like, I started this first set with just 80-pound dumbbells, and I believe I got like 19 reps. So I almost got 20 reps, but I noticed like each set I had to keep decreasing the weight to to get as close to 20 reps as I could. So I believe I didn't film all of them in this video, but I think I literally had to go from like 80s to 70s down to like 60s, and by the time you finish, your required sets, you are just fatigued like no other. So like I said, guys, this is just a kind of a switch up in training. Like I said, I always kind of preach, to people and my clients and stuff like that. Like, I just love like trying new things, implementing new things in my program. When you've been working out for 10 plus years like I have, it's just it brings new excitement to throw in some different training styles. And I just kind of love being a person that's open to always like trying different things. Whether it's from a person like Doug Miller, who's to me, like the best natural bodybuilder on the planet. Okay, don't give me crap, guys. I know a lot of you guys disliked my "Is Doug Miller natural" video, but it's my true opinion that he is natural. Or even if it's honestly, if it's just getting tips from another YouTuber, another fitness YouTuber who's maybe doesn't even compete, maybe doesn't even have a pro caliber physique, but maybe he has a program that to me seems really interesting, or a tip on an exercise that I've never tried. I'm the type of person that I'm open to trying new things and implementing new things in my training. Anything to just make my training exciting. As I said, guys, training is repetitive, and you're doing this, for like most of you, anywhere from like 5 to 6 days a week. So I just do things to keep my workouts fresh and keep me motivated, especially since I'm in off season. I'm in off season for so long. I'm just kind of fighting to keep my motivation as high as I can. So here's moving on. After those flat dumbbell presses, we moved into some, again, these, I think I went up to literally 25 to like 30 reps on these, dipping into those higher rep ranges, trying something new, just a cable crossover type movement, emphasizing more lower chest. I think this is the only isolation exercise that we did for chest. I really like focusing on more, if I'm going to spend my volume on chest, on more pressing movements. Again, here's Devin, guys. Again, he is officially still trying to cut, but he's got a lot of obligations going on right now as far as school and stuff like that, so he's having a hard time staying on track. It's never easy, is it, guys? But he's doing his best. Anyways, he's been busting his butt though in the gym, so I'm proud of him for that. So again, guys, I emphasize the not having a shoulder day. So this is pretty much the only movement that I'll do on my chest and triceps days, usually just to kind of make sure that I'm maintaining those medial delts, given that that 3D cannonball-like effect. Here's Devin going through his. I definitely notice a lot of people do lateral raises different. I have my preference, and I've tried to help a lot of people. To me, a lot of people kind of like fling their wrists up that I can't stand, but it's one of those things that I just kind of go by feel. But I definitely prefer my method if you watch my technique and how I did mine. All right, guys, moving on. More arm work. Hitting some triceps. So hitting, again, I think we did up to like 20 reps on these. Some rope push downs. So like I said, guys, I'm trying to add in an official arm day into my routine. And I'm actually trying to put together, I was just talking about this with Devin last night, we're kind of trying to implement a program where I'm hitting back twice a week, legs twice a week, and also having an official designated arm day. I feel like those would kind of be the best, that would be the best kind of program for me going forward as far as the rest of my off season. So, I don't know, we're kind of trying to put together a split that kind of matches those kind of needs as far as what I want in a split. I definitely don't need to hit my chest twice a week. I don't need to hit my shoulders. Like I said, I just kind of do work for my shoulders, but I don't actually have an actual shoulder day. So working on coming up with a program to emphasize, like I said, as a bodybuilder, your two most important muscle groups, guys, are going to be your legs and your back. So in my opinion, I think your legs and your back during the week need the most frequency. So those are definitely two body parts that I really recommend. If you can hit them twice a week, it's going to make a huge difference in your physique, especially if you're a person that's always only trained those muscle groups once a week. One of the best tips I could give you is to start training them twice a week. That's why programs like legs push pull are so popular, because you're hitting those body parts twice a week, and that's why that's a program that I really love. I did it for my last contest prep going into my pro card, and it's a routine I recommend a lot for my clients. So all right guys, this concludes the workout. I'm going to leave you with my pre-workout meal that I had for this video. All right guys, see you in the next one. Take care. Nice example of a really good quick pre-workout meal, guys. I got 2 scoops of whey, and then I'm going to do 4 servings of, I just picked up this at Costco. Got the little variety pack of Fruit Loops, Cocoa Krispies, and Apple Jacks. So I'm doing 4 servings of Apple Jack cereal and a banana. And I'll do probably a serving to serving and a half of milk in the cereal. So this is just something, guys, like you get home from work, you got to get to the gym really fast, you don't want to cook something. This is a meal that you can put together really fast. Really good pre-workout meal.